The paper referred to anonymous sources as saying the solicitation by American authorities was not pointed toward pushing Ukraine to the arranging table, yet a determined endeavor to guarantee Kiev keeps up with the help of different countries. US and Ukrainian authorities recognize that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's restriction on chats with Russian President Vladimir Putin had created worry in pieces of Europe, Africa, and Latin America, where the conflict's impacts on expenses of food and fuel are felt most strongly, the Post said. Ukraine weakness is a genuine article for a portion of our accomplices, it cited an anonymous US official as saying. Zelensky marked a pronouncement on October 4 officially proclaiming the possibility of any Ukrainian discussions with Putin unimaginable, however leaving the entryway open to converses with Russia. The White House Public Safety Committee had no quick remark on the precision of the report. A State Division representative answered, "We've expressed it previously and will say it in the future, talk is cheap. On the off chance that Russia is prepared for exchange, it ought to stop its bombs and rockets and pull out its powers from Ukraine." The Kremlin keeps on raising this conflict. The Kremlin has shown its reluctance to genuinely take part in exchanges since even before it sent off its full-scale attack of Ukraine. The representative likewise noted comments by Zelensky on Friday, where he said, "We are prepared for harmony, for a fair and just harmony, the recipe of which we have voiced ordinarily." In his daily location to the Ukrainian nation on Friday, Zelensky added, "The world knows our situation. This is regard for the UN contract, regard for our regional trustworthiness, regard for our kin." US Public Safety Counsel Jake Sullivan said during a visit to Kiev on Friday that Washington's help for Ukraine would stay steadfast and courageous after Tuesday's midterm legislative decisions. The US reported $400 million worth of extra security help for Ukraine, including restoring T-72 tanks from the Czech Republic and rockets for bird of prey air safeguards that could be utilized against Russian robots and Journey rockets. The new help brought how much US military guide shipped off Kiev to more than $18.2 billion since the attack. Battling. In the most recent indication of Russia's retreat in quite possibly of the most harshly challenged region in Ukraine, Putin freely supported the clearing of regular folks from parts of Ukraine's southern Kherson area on Friday. This seemed, by all accounts, to be whenever Putin first has supported the departures by and by, in spite of the fact that Moscow has been shipping individuals out of an area it controls in Kherson on the west bank of the Dnipro waterway. Last week, Russia said the departure zone would likewise incorporate a 15-kilometer support region on the east bank. Kiev says the actions have included constrained extraditions of regular folks, an atrocity, which Russia denies. Putin's remarks came in the midst of signs Russia could be planning to forsake its tactical traction on the west bank of the Dnipro, including Kherson City. The territorial capital is the main enormous city Russia has caught unblemished since its attack in February. Its misfortune for Russian powers would be one of the severest blows of the conflict. Pictures have circled on the web showing the principal organization working in Kherson City with Russia's banner done flying on it. Kiev has been vigilant, saying such signs could be Russian misdirection to bait Ukrainian soldiers into a snare. The fiercest battling about the last week had occurred around Bakhmut and Soledar, in the eastern Donetsk area around 500 kilometers upper east of Kherson, Zelensky expressed late on Friday.